Hi everyone, this is Buga, content creator from Modern Singer. Today, we're gonna talk about a topic that we don't really like. It's practice. But practice makes perfect, so here is an ode to the practice log. Are you stuck on the same melisma? Do you have trouble scheduling practice time into your already hectic schedule? Do you need an accounta-bili-buddy for your practicing? Stop hitting your head against the wall and consider incorporating a practice journal into your practice regimen. You might think, I'm in grad school, I don't need help practicing, but you might discover you're wrong. A log is quite helpful in holding yourself accountable and tracking your progress. So here are some useful tips for incorporating a practice log into your own routine. First thing to do is to find a format. Whether you log your hours and observations in a leather-bound, Etsy creation, or via Google Drive, be sure to save your notes in a centralized format. Keep it secure and readily available to you and your teacher if applicable. Make sure you keep it consistent. Consistency is key. You might prefer the specific Q&A format, or you can also structure your log like a diary. Some people like to even include a staff paper for recording specific exercises into their log. Experiment, and then discover which strategy works best for you. Exercises, dates and time, and observations about challenges and triumphs in the practice room can all be included. Here are some example questions you can include in your log. The following technical concerns were a challenge this week, and I addressed them as follows. You can also write down something like, I made the most progress in the following areas this week. These fill-in-the-blank statements provide structure and a consistent format week to week. If you prefer more of a free form, the diary format may be best. Just remember to remain objective and observant. Try Musician's Way for a variety of styles and structures. As for exercises, you can print free blank staff paper on sites such as musictheory.net. Sketch out your warm-up and cool-down exercises in a cohesive, organized manner. Not sure where to start? Past pedagogues such as Richard Miller and Burton Coffin collected and cataloged exercises covering everything from onsets to offsets to agility exercises. Miller's The Structure of Singing and Coffin's Historical Vocal Pedagogy Classics are valuable resources for exercises and variations. Step 3 in keeping the practice log would be to follow through. Put in the effort and do it. Complete today's log as soon as you finish your practice session. If you prefer a weekly format, jot down your observations, comments, and feelings in a separate notebook and configure your weekly log from your notes. Don't make the mistake of waiting until the last minute to reflect on your practice hour from 5 Tuesdays ago. Your observation will not be as freshly engraved in your memory as today's practice and defeats the purpose of a log. In case you're under the weather, traveling public transit, or are too vocally fatigued, you can engage in a silent practice. Silent practice includes diction work, intoning speech and rhythm, dramatic research, and blocking, to name a few. Access online resources such as IPA Source, the LeaderNet Archive, and the ARIA database for reference in silent and audible practice. Feel free to log these types of learning in addition to your regular practice hours. You can also write down recordings you reference. This is a great opportunity to expand your listening library, broaden your tastes, and discover new artists. When you do all of these things, it's important to go back and reflect. Humans are creatures of habit. Has a particular passage been rather troublesome the past month? Have you been tracking your progress of said practice? The solution may be found in your previous entries. Are you having a low self-esteem day? Reread your old practice logs for a pick-me-up. Rather than dwell on challenges, reflect on how you solved the problem, your growth with a specific piece, and/or how you worked through a challenging exercise. Look how far you've come. The last thing to remember is sharing is caring. Feel free to share your log with your teacher, coach, or a trusted fellow singer. Track your progress with them and incorporate their input into your log. Your practice log provides him/her with a window in how you function behind the scenes. A trusted colleague often notices things we miss. Maybe you're stressing the wrong syllable in this one song, or you're describing too much subglottal pressure in a particularly bombastic part of an aria. Whether you're a professionally managed singer or a freshman in college, practice logs can be valuable tools for holding yourself accountable in this hectic and crazy world. Examine what does and doesn't work in the practice room so you can be the best singer you can possibly be. So, now you have everything. If you'll excuse me, it's time to get back to practicing. Bye!
We hope this information helps you build your career and have fun doing it. Please like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can continue making videos to help you. If you have any questions about this video or other topics, leave them in the comments below.